Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite some time since I actually uploaded a video. And before we get into Forspoken, I kind of want to put this out and say the reason why I've been inactive is because I'm readjusting to a whole new schedule. It is my very final semester of school. And my schedule is pretty demanding of my time. There's a lot of, you could say, dedication going into my classes because it pretty much takes up nearly like the whole day, which is almost every day. But I think I'll have enough time to squeeze in for some content creation here and there, but don't expect high quality content from here on out until I'm finished with the semester, and hopefully things will go well. I need your guys' prayers, your energy, so I could get through this whole semester. And also, by the way, yes, it's my very final semester of school. I don't think I plan to go for like my master's degree whatsoever. So, you know, just trying to get school over with, and we'll see what we could do from there. So again, my apologies when it comes to that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is a pretty stressful times right now. At the same time, it is I'm sort of happy that, you know, we're at the final stretch of things. But anyway, let's go into Forspoken. So I have a sort of a history with Forspoken, you could say, because first of all, I am a Square Enix consumer, right? I play a lot of Square Enix games, especially when it involves Final Fantasy, and you know what, Kingdom Hearts, big Kingdom Hearts fan. And the Luminous Engine was pretty much, you could say, to a lot of us, you know, consumers that, or fans of the, you know, their games, is a somewhat of a threat. You know, when developers start making games on there, because back then it was kind of the reason why a lot of games weren't created. It's why Kingdom Hearts 3 had to literally redo the whole entire, they had to like redo the whole entire game, or at least the first phase of the game, and switch over to the Unreal Engine, while Final Fantasy Versus 13 didn't happen because of a lot of technical issues due to the engine, so on and so forth. There's like, I'm not gonna go into it, like it's old news already. Let's move on from it, right? But I'm just talking about like why I'm so familiar or have some sort of history for Forspoken. So when Forspoken released, the studio that is making this game is the Luminous Studio, and or let me see. So I just checked the name. It's actually called Luminous Productions, not Studio, my bad. I heard about this game and was interested because I wanted to see how the Luminous Engine will run now. Like, is it much more of a improvement compared to how it was a decade ago? And obviously I'm pretty sure it is. It's been a decade, and I'm pretty sure Square Enix is trying to somehow, or at least, you know, somewhere, you know, within these teams of Square Enix, is trying to fix up that engine so that they could finally use their in-house engine and don't, I guess, I think developers have to pay certain fees when using a third-party engine. But anyway, I was, when they first revealed the gameplay, I was actually very impressed, and you saw a lot of the, you know, animations and movesets that are very reminiscent of like the, you know, of like FF Versus 13 and FF15, a lot of games that involved the Luminous engine. And but again, I wasn't entirely impressed because not much gameplay was shown, and it's also the fact that like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, open world, and there's not really anything in the open world to see. So there was that. But with this 10-minute gameplay, I somewhat heard good things about it, and I'm curious, like, what are the good things? I only saw little bits of it, you know, because of social media, like on Twitter and all that, and people kind of raving about it, but we'll see. This game is also dropping on PC, so I'm thinking whether or not to get it on PS5 or PC, but maybe, I'm pretty sure I'll get this on PS5. I just want a game for my PS5. Ooh, it is kind of loud. Hold up. Let's lower let's lower it a bit. Sorry, my TV was making a lot of noise. And this is on HD. So unfortunately it's on 30 frames, and we're not seeing on 60.
Frey Holland, daydreamer, cat lover, New Yorker. On a fateful evening, her life
Also, sorry, I might be pausing throughout the video, kind of just talking because I don't want to consume a lot of these thoughts in my head immediately, or I mean like, and then also watch the same time. I'm bad at multitasking. But before we start, even though the Luminous Productions, I know it's set in Japan, the developer team is set in Japan, that's where it's at. Are these actually made by devs from Japan when it comes to this game? Because if that's the case, I would think that's honestly very interesting, considering how this game, like, what's hypothetically speaking, is made in Japan, but a lot of the writers and things of that is, or things related of that. My apologies, I'm phrasing stuff wrong. Can't English today. They would have to communicate like overseas and stuff, and maybe possibly do a lot of traveling. I think I think that's an interesting thing to think about, because that's a lot of work to be put in just for this game to happen, you know. But so far, I mean, the game looks. See, look, this shot right here. It actually looks really good, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the graphics do look super Final Fantasy, but there's a distinct art style that makes it very Western, or really just fits in that Western style, 3D style look to it, if you know what I'm saying.
On a fateful evening, her life changed drastically when she was mysteriously transported.
Yeah, I'll be drinking some water. It is really hot in my room, guys.
Athia.
Whoa.
Frey arrives with a magical, sentient bracelet inexplicably wrapped around her arm.
Oh, hello.
Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Show my
Then
taskbar.
discovers she can cast powerful spells and use magic
Nice. There's
to
some
swiftly traverse the sprawling
just more
landscape.
traversal
The
movement.
last
Love it.
remnants of Athia's populace soon look to Frey as their only hope for confronting the Tantas, once benevolent matriarchs who now rule as maddened and evil sorceresses. Reluctant to help, but desperate to find a way back home, Frey sets off on a journey through this strange and dangerous land. The only safe haven in Athia is Sepal, where refugees have gathered to escape the mysterious, corrupting force.
This looks
of the Blade.
super like
Some of Athia's inhabitants will have quests to give.
this is like
or
a
information to
super
share.
Western
Others are willing to
RPG.
trade for valuable goods. And Frey may even find a small friend to act as a guide. At this point in Frey's journey, she has returned to Sepal from the wilds after finding a rare piece of Advaha ore. In the right hands, this ore may prove to be most useful.
Advaha ore, right?
You've seen this stuff before?
I've made armor out of it. For Tanta Sila, no less.
Whoa, you made that armor? Does that mean you can do something cool with this stuff?
I could, but I'd need the right tools.
And where can I find those?
In Prenost,
Oh no, scavenger
Are there
quest.
any in town?
I'll draw
No.
you a map and give you the key. You'll have to do the rest yourself. If you can bring them back, and that's a big if, I'll make you something with that ore of yours.
I'm not gonna lie. So I'm so used to these AAA games being very detailed with their facial expressions. So seeing the models kind of stiff with their facial expressions when they're talking or just trying to emote, man, it gives the mid 2010 vibes. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen gaming evolve. It's crazy. I'm not saying it's a horrible thing, you know. It's not really bothering me, but I'm just putting it out
Outside
there.
the safety
All right,
of Sepal,
okay. There's some
the only
gameplay.
life Frey will encounter are
First
corrupted
strike.
enemies looking to rip her limb from limb.
This is what I already noticed. Sorry if I'm pausing and I keep talking a lot. I know you guys probably hate that. So this looks interesting already. Okay, I like the initial strikes. Wait, let's go here first. This sort of reminds me of like how FF15 sort of used to be, you know?
Frey will encounter
Like
are
the style of
corrupted-
it. It reminds me of like if FF15 really went full on what's the saying for it? If they went full on live action with its combat.
enemies.
And they're adding like a Devil May Cry system. There's gonna be a ranking system, but if you improve the grade, I assume that the experience points and drop rate will increase by like 2.0 and all that. You're gonna go like by 1.3, 1.5 to like 2.0 as maybe max. Maybe it's gonna be higher, but that's honestly cool for its combat already. And it seems that you could just do a lot more compared to what they initially showed. So I'm already impressed already, guys. Just seeing the surface level gameplay.
Frey's combat spells make quick work of low-level enemies.
Damn.
And her magic-enhanced parkour abilities turn this inhospitable land into her personal playground.
Dude, that's like the warp striking. That's
Treasure
insane.
chests dot the landscapes and contain items used for crafting or trading with vendors back in Sepal.
That's cool.
Mana is earned by leveling up, but it can also
Yeah,
be
you know,
found
the
in
open
glowing
world,
pools
it's really
around
whatever.
Athia. Collecting enough
It's just
mana
like any
allows
typical
Frey
open
to
world,
unlock
but
new
what's really
spells.
appealing is the traversal. That's what's real. That's what I'm like really eyeing right now. If you know me, I always comment
With
about
the help-
movement in video games. I really think they're very, very important. I think having a smooth feeling for the game, and you're able to maneuver fast in some sort of way, whether you're trying to perform a move or just literally rotate to the next zone or something. I think it's a very, very important to have movement, very smooth movement. I'm not a big fan of like movement that really just makes you feel very stagnant, just slow, unless there's a reason to it. Again, I play like the Resident Evil series, so like for example RE4 and 5, you know, there's tank controls on there, so you're purposely are stagnant, but there's some certain smoothness to that gameplay mechanic when you're playing. So, and here, I mean, I know I'm making just funny comparisons, but yeah, like here, like it's just insane with the amount of movement and traversal you could do. Because like that's what I really loved about Spider-Man on the PS4 when it initially released, because you're just doing all these cool tricks while you're web sling literally everywhere from building to building, and then here you're literally sort of doing that and doing all these cool flips and boosting yourself around this whole entire map, and it's very convenient because this is a open world game. Like, look how smooth this can be.
Trading with vendors back in Sepal.
Like, yeah, you could just boost
Mana is
yourself.
earned by
See, look,
leveling
you
up,
could aim and
but it
then
can also be
just
found
teleport
in glowing
or
pools around Athia.
and
Collecting
grapple
enough
on.
mana allows Frey to unlock new spells.
Oh, you could even stop yourself with magic. Yeah, there's gonna be like some movement tech in this
With the
game.
help of her
They're just not
golden
showing it yet.
companion
I'm pretty
compass,
sure.
Frey can scan belfries to reveal nearby points of interest before continuing her journey.
This is the place on Johidi's map, isn't it? Are you planning on retrieving her smithing gear?
Might as well while we're here. Besides, I want to know more about Scylla, and Johidi knew her.
See, like, you even have a whole weapon wheel of, like, utilities to use.
Well, as ever, it seems
I'm sold. There you go. That's all they had to show. That's all they had to show. There you go. PlayStation has no exclusives, and then, bro, and then they show this. They show this gameplay. That's about to, like, drop what? January? You know, I'm happy it got delayed so the devs have more time to work on it. That looks sick. That looks sick. I want to replay that one. Wait.
this is the place smithing gear?
Might as well while we're
That
here.
was.
Besides,
Woo,
I want to know
man,
more about Scylla,
dude.
and Johidi knew her.
Yeah, see. Huh. So it's on grade B, but the experience and drop rate didn't increase yet. That's interesting. Maybe it's a skill? I don't know. Maybe they're just not showing it. Dude,
Well,
the parkour
as
of this
ever,
game
it
is
seems we
insane
have a
during the
few things to
combat.
attend to first.
Yeah, looks that way. Let's break some heads.
This is what I mean. Movement is important in video games. This is proving my point. Yeah, that looks sick. That looks sick. It looks so... Okay, guys, when I first saw this 2 years ago, it looked so minimal and underwhelming. Just like, oh yeah, another expensive title to get that's, you know, that they put a lot of money in. Thank God. Thank God the gameplay actually looks amazing. This is gonna be probably the fun part of the game. Oh no. Yo, they're ruining her style. Come on, man. You could like combo spells. That is, dude, the effects look crazy. Yeah, I have a feeling. I don't know. Like again, I don't know who's. It says that yes, Luminous Studios is making this, but is it like a team within Luminous Studios that's working around the West or the East? Because I feel like if this is being worked by Japanese developers, what I noticed with their games is that they really like to make things very, very flashy in their games. Like, play any JRPG, any action JRPG. There's a lot of flashiness of their effects, and I see it a lot here. And again, like I mentioned before, I think it's an interesting situation to talk about, or a topic to talk about, because if these are Japanese developers creating this game, it's interesting because of how the writers or like some certain members, you know, in the team are from the West. So there's a lot of communication and stuff happening with this whole process on creating this game. Again, it's a lot of work, and I'm impressed that they're kind of
Place.
Well, in we
they're
go.
kind of like making it work somehow.
Damn, this stuff is heavy.
The reassuring heft of Odvaha.
They do have
There
very
is
deep.
much to
Okay,
find in Athia.
I'm not gonna lie, like the environments low key remind me of Final Fantasy 14, with of how detailed and how vast and how like there's a lot of biomes, you could say, very detailed biomes, you know, within their world, and this what it kind of reminds me of. Little, and it's a little sprinkle of like FF15 in there as well.
So exploring new locations before completing a quest.
So you could
is
even
always
literally be
worthwhile.
surfboarding, dude. Like
A variety of
around
rewards
the map.
waiting to be discovered or unlocked, including experience points.
See, it looks, dude, the
stat
movement looks so
increases,
smooth.
bits of Athian lore, and new gear.
This thing just screams prov.
Why not try it on?
It's like a true RPG game. You're actually seeing your
While
character
Frey is
wear the accessories that you
mysteriously
find.
immune to the corrupting
That's what I
influence
kinda
of the
like.
break, nothing else in Athia can escape its grasp.
Yo, why is she beefing with the
Humans
moose?
are turned into savage zombies, and worse, while animals are mutated into dangerous beasts.
Oh, that's why. Was that, is that, did I just see an alligator? Oh, now she's fighting it. I was like, there was an alligator literally in the background how she was fighting the moose. Like, it was like just going down here. Oh yeah, it's one of it. Yeah, she was fighting one of it.
Animals are mutated into dangerous beasts.
See, she was just casually in the background. Just going in the water, chilling. You see how cool, like, the movement looks in this game, though? Like, and she's just casting all these spells at the same
Pilgrims'
time.
refuges are hideaways located in every part of Athia, and it's always a good idea to seek them out. Here, Frey can craft healing drafts, upgrade gear, and get some much-needed rest.
Sorry, am I like hiding? Don't mean to be hiding. Alright, the typical crafting system,
Fully
just like any
recharged
open
and
world
ready for
game.
the next step of her journey, Frey travels onward into the depths of corruption in Avoilette. The effects of the break are even more unmistakable here. And while Frey may be resistant to those effects, she will undoubtedly be pushed to her limits.
This place is insane.
That's cool that there's some melee combat. That's what I was worried about.
Frey will encounter
So
numerous
one of my criticisms that I had when they first showed it is that, oh, is it just gonna be like range combat? Because range combat to me sort of gets very repetitive in its gameplay, so I easily get burnt out from that. But it seems that there's some touches here and there where you're able to grapple on enemies, bring them to you, do some little melee combos.
Frey will
Wait, let's see that again. Let's see this whole sequence again. Yeah, see, like, she charges to them, does like a little front flip. There we go, a little punch. There we go. Yeah, this might be good. This might be, it might be good, yo.
points of interest in her travels.
That's lit.
Many of these landmarks and locations have been corrupted or overrun with corrupted enemies, but they're always worth seeking out.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Yes, something seems to have drawn the break here. But I expect you can clear it away with your powers. Give it a try.
That's enough exploring for now. It's about time for Frey to head back to Sepal and deliver the smithing tools to Johidi.
All done?
It reminds me of those, like,
What
again, the
hell
art
is
style. It's sort of, oh, even the music too. Reminds me of those European RPGs. Like, even the style of it too.
All done?
Listen, I love all my RPGs, alright? I know I'm making these comparisons, maybe I shouldn't.
What the hell is this?
Don't mean to
What did
sound
you
very
expect? Full suit of
distasteful,
armor?
but
You'd
it's
have
just
needed
reminding me
a
of
damn
it.
sight more ore for that.
No, it's cool, I just...
Like you to lump it. That's the last bit of smithing I'll be doing for a while.
Frey's journey will take her to the ends of this beautiful, cruel land. And in her search for a way home, she discovers something worth fighting for.
Damn, it's cool. There's like special. Oh, yo, that's good. Dude, why do these monsters look very Final Fantasy? They look very Final Fantasy-ish, you know? Forspoken. I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. Yep. Alright, well, looking forward to January. Yeah, see, Luminous Productions and Square Enix are making this exclusive. I just don't... Okay. Looking forward to it. Oh, what's this?
Is that a cat?
I guess you're gonna have like a little companion. Okay, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I said before, I'm really impressed with how this game looks and how the gameplay is. The gameplay is really selling me right now. Other than anything else, I could care less about the story and the graphics and you know, the other little stuff that it provides in this game. What I really just want to enjoy is gameplay. I purely play video games for gameplay. Again, I care less about stories in games, but they are like a cherry on top. Like, if the story is great, then, you know, by all means, the game is perfect. But if we're just looking into gameplay, or I mean, if we're really looking in to have fun, gameplay is always there, and it seems that this game is really focusing on its gameplay. Like the traversal really just seems like you don't need a mount. It seems that also you don't. It doesn't look like you could have a mount. Maybe that option would have been nice. It doesn't seem like you're gonna have a mount in the game, but it doesn't seem like you need the mount anyway, because you're just moving incredibly fast. You're just zooming all over the place, teleporting, warp striking like Noctis. It looks amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. Really impressed me compared to what it showed 2 years ago. And also I want to put out that like we have other gameplay reactions to do. I got Wukong. There's another one, something that says win. So we're gonna react to games coming from the east side, whether it's a Korean game or a Chinese game. We're gonna be reacting to these certain games. Especially, I want to react to Wukong as well. I heard there's like new gameplay trailers to look into. I've been covering Wukong for a bit as well since I started this channel. Also, what else? Lies of P. Now I did see that, but I wanted to put in my 2 cents and look into it more since I only saw it like one time. But yeah, my video schedule is gonna be a bit different for this week or this weekend. Normally I post videos like at Sunday and then throughout the weekdays, but since I don't necessarily have time during the weekdays nowadays, I may just upload it probably. So today is Friday, and I'm posting Forspoken, and tomorrow will be probably that one game. I forgot its title, but it says wind in it, so that's a little teaser. And then Sunday we'll probably cover Wukong, and then during the weekday maybe we're gonna look into Lies of P. Just check it out and talk about it. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to this little schedule I have right now. And I know you guys probably followed me for certain other games as well. I haven't forgotten about the other games that I covered, such as Monster Hunter. It's just that there's a lot of grind and stuff. I don't know if I could put in builds immediately since I've been busy, but I'll try. I'm trying out here. But thank you again, guys. Comment down below how you guys feel. Dropping a like is very much appreciated. Hope to see you guys very soon. Peace off and have a good day.